Hey y'all, welcome to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about the new single by Erick the Architect called No Doubt I'm in Love. So a little background, Erick the Architect is 1/3 of the New York hip-hop trio Flatbush Zombies, which unfortunately no longer seems to be active as they haven't released an album since 2018's Vacation in Hell. Erick has been doing a lot of solo work, and the other two members, Michi Darko and Zombie Juice, have become a duo that go by Two Dead Boys, which unfortunately has been pretty disappointing based on the singles that they've put out so far. While Erick is growing and changing his sound, Meech and Juice seem to only be interested in replicating the exact same sound and lyrical content that made them underground legends about 15 years ago. The big problem with that is they're not even replicating it to the same quality that they once did. As a member of Flatbush Zombies, Erick was part of the New York rap renaissance, along with groups like Pro Era, ASAP Mob, and the Underachievers. It really was a great time for New York hip-hop because not only were all these incredible groups active at that time, but they were also working together and collaborating, with my favorite of all of them probably being when Flatbush Zombies and the Underachievers got together for the Clockwork Indigo EP in 2014, I think. Along with being one of 3 rappers for the trio, Erick also produced most of their music, and his producer tag was this creepy woman's laugh that kicked off most Flatbush Zombie tracks. Although I don't think he produced this track. Since the sort of unofficial split of Flatbush Zombies, Erick has released his debut solo album back in 2024 titled I've Never Been Here Before, and most recently he just finished touring with Jamiroquai. This is the first single he's released since signing with Mass Appeal Records, and it's a pretty short track at just under 3 minutes long. It's upbeat and vibrant with crisp, polished production, which at least for me is a little bit jarring because I'm so used to the grimy and gritty sound of Flatbush Zombies music that they've sort of become known for. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but really just to emphasize how much of a leap this is from his previous work. As sort of jarring as it can be at first, I do get excited when artists decide to change their sound and take it in a new direction. I don't want to really just hear the same thing forever. This track is, in his words, the true embodiment of New York summertime, and as such has a carefree feel to it. It's all about good times, and it really does feel like a great summer dance track. It's warm and inviting. It's quite certainly easy listening and very digestible, meaning there's nothing really complex about it or really out there about the track. It's very spirited and energetic, and it's incredibly infectious. It's very lyrical, and I love his flow, but in terms of the actual lyrical content, there's not really much there to dissect. And not every track has to have these complex lyrics that need to be dissected, but Erick just has built sort of a reputation for doing that. It samples Jennifer Lara's I Am in Love, but with a more disco-inspired sound to it. The original track is actually a reggae song, and I just love how old tracks can be given new life like this. Overall, this is a pretty decent track that gets me excited for a potential new album, which I think is very likely considering he dropped this single just after signing with Mass Appeal. Although I guess it could just be like a celebratory track for his new deal. But that's all I've got for you on this new Erick the Architect song. Let me know your thoughts on it. I appreciate you sticking around to the end of the video, and we'll see you next time.